liftoff. It's all systems go as we celebrate young business owners taking entrepreneurship to the next level in Colorado. Welcome to the 20th Annual Spotlight on YouthBiz Stars, benefiting Young American Center for Financial Education.
Welcome. I am so pleased you could join us for Spotlight on YouthBiz Stars 2021. My name is Greg Moss, and I'm going to be your host for the next 30 minutes. At this year's event, we're going to do three things. First, we're going to give you a more in-depth look at Young American Center for Financial Education and the impact of its programs. Second, we're going to recognize and honor Colorado's top youth entrepreneurs. And finally, we're going to raise some money to support these amazing programs and, of course, the kids they serve. I'm here in the YouthBiz Lab, which is the hub for youth entrepreneurship, learning, and innovation. Bill Daniels, the founder of Young Americans Bank, believed an entrepreneurial spirit is at the heart of the free enterprise system. Today, the staff, board, and you, our supporters, continue the commitment to igniting this spirit within our youth. Let's take a moment now to show you the power of our programs in action.
At Young American Center for Financial Education, we are committed to developing young people real-life, hands-on experiences in personal finance so that they can prosper in our free enterprise system. We do this through 4 program areas: banking and personal finance, free enterprise, global economics, and entrepreneurship. Young Americans Bank is the world's only bank for young people under the age of 22. Personal finance is something that we use every single day of our lives. We can either make good decisions or we can make bad decisions, but those are decisions that will stay with us a lifetime. So understanding how to balance your checkbook, manage your finances, invest wisely. Our program concept area, Free Enterprise, is accomplished through our flagship program, Young Ameritown. Young Ameritown is a unique experience where young people get the chance to run their own town for a day, assuming the roles of consumers and producers, running their own government for the day, really understanding the intricacies of our free enterprise system. Our environment these days is not just local, it is definitely global. International Town is our middle school program where students get an opportunity to explore our global economy. Topics such as interdependence, trade, tariffs, scarcity, supply and demand, getting in depth on what makes our world go round. Our founder, Bill Daniels, believed so dearly in our free enterprise system. He felt it was the best system in the world. Entrepreneurship is near and dear to our hearts, with Mr. Daniels being one of the most notable entrepreneurs in the region and in the country. YouthBiz are our suite of entrepreneurial programs, from early on teaching kids how to think entrepreneurially, all the way up to starting and running their own business, to allow youth to really explore how they create value, whether it be understanding how to think entrepreneurially, how to create a business, how to manage a business, really understand what made our country great through entrepreneurship. True to our roots, Young Americans remains an entrepreneurial organization, constantly innovating to explore and create new programs. Young Americans offers a variety of classes, workshops, and summer camps, allowing youth to go a little bit more in depth into those concepts of banking and personal finance, free enterprise, global economics, and entrepreneurship. Growing up in an unbanked family in southern Colorado made me realize the important impact that we make here. I hope that Young American Center for Financial Education continues to empower young people to take control of their life, manage their finances, become better citizens, more engaged in their communities, so that they can make a difference in our future. Join us at Young American Center for Financial Education by opening a bank account, enrolling in a class or workshop, or becoming one of our sponsors to keep this important work alive in our community.
Thank you.
Young Americans believes every young person, regardless of background, deserves these types of transformative learning experiences, and that is where you come in. You can provide a day in Young Ameritown, you can provide a lesson in imports and exports, and you can provide the training to start a youth-owned business. Make your donation right now in support of Young Americans, and it's going to be matched 2-to-1 by some generous funders. Now I'd like to introduce Rich Martinez, President and CEO of Young Americans Center for Financial Education. He's going to tell us more about the incredible work of this organization.
Thank you, Greg. And to those joining us, welcome to Spotlight on YouthBiz Stars 2021. We are thrilled to be reaching friends who live across the globe. I am certain you will find inspiration and joy as we celebrate the next generation of business leaders, the 2021 YouthBiz Stars. Their entrepreneurial spirit embodies the innovation and drive for progress that the United States is best known for. And that spirit is going to be on full display tonight. You all are in for a real treat. I have led Young American Center for the last 22 years, and I have never been filled with such gratitude. After a year and a half of uncertainty and adversity, we are back. In mid-September, the center welcomed the first schools back to Young Ameritown and International Town, and we started in-person YouthBiz programming. I am thrilled to announce our sessions are almost full thanks to the commitment of teachers, schools, and families. The work of Young Ameritown, International Town, and YouthBiz is done by teachers. I want to give a special thank you to all the teachers who have worked tirelessly to support students and their academic achievements. This past year has been challenging for everyone, but it has been particularly challenging for our teachers. Standing behind our teachers is a community of supporters. I am forever grateful for our 3 boards of directors, which provide strategic direction for the organization. For our talented staff who realize this vision every day. For our participating kids and their families who are the reason we do what we do. For our judges and all of the volunteers who donate their time to young learners. And finally, for all our donors who make this work possible. In particular, it is you, our donors, who have allowed the center to build the momentum to continue this important work. Thank you to our lead sponsors, Bank of Colorado, Bow River Capital, Comcast NBC Universal, Craig Hospital, Daniels Fund, Empower Retirement, and Rifkin & Associates for your leadership in making this event possible. Finally, a big thank you to CoBank, tonight's presenting sponsor. Your commitment to our community is indeed a heartwarming reminder of the way corporations and nonprofits can partner to effect real and meaningful change. Now, I'd like to introduce Dave Burlage to tell us more about this partnership.
Thank you, Rich. CoBank is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Spotlight on YouthBiz Stars, and it is my pleasure as past board chair of Young American Center and as CFO of CoBank to welcome all of you to the event this evening. CoBank is one of the largest private providers of credit to our nation's rural economy, delivering loans, leases, and other financial services to agribusiness, rural infrastructure, and farm credit customers in all 50 states. And we are headquartered right here in Denver. CoBank is proud to invest in organizations and programs that address the critical social and economic needs of our nation's rural communities, as well as those in the communities where our associates live and work. Organizations like Young American Center for Financial Education do both. They reach students living in rural communities as well as here in the Denver metro area. Today, we live in a changed and changing world, underscoring the importance of Young Americans' work. The center's programs have long been recognized for their results in advancing students' financial literacy, business mindset, and decision-making skills. But what makes the programs a top priority for teachers this year is their track record in providing students a hands-on and engaging learning experience in alignment with the key principles of social and emotional learning. Research shows that programs integrating social, emotional, and academic components result in more equitable learning environments. Speaking of equity, this year the board and staff undertook significant work to renew the organization's commitment to diversity and inclusion in its workplace and programs. This work included a new diversity, equity, and inclusion statement. As Young Americans provides opportunity, purpose, and skills for prosperity in our free enterprise system to tens of thousands of students every year, it is important that we bring intentionality and renewed focus on encouraging and empowering all. I am proud that this is what we strive for at Young Americans, and something at CoBank that we are honored to support.
Thank you so much, Dave. And to those of you watching right now, we do need you. Any and every donation supports the hands-on educational programs of Young American Center, programs that are more important than ever. You may make your gift at the link below or on the event page. Now we have some celebrating to do. There were 44 incredible youth-owned businesses in this year's competition. Now these 44 businesses are so deserving of our praise and support, so please do take a moment to browse their products and services after this event is over. You can find a listing on the Young Americans website. From the applicants, judges selected a winner and 2 finalists in each of the 3 different age categories. Tonight, we're going to be recognizing these winners and finalists. Each will receive a cash prize, and the winners gain something even more valuable, a year-long mentorship with a prominent Denver area business leader. Without further ado, let's meet Colorado's top entrepreneurs in the 6 to 11 age category.
Thank you, Greg. I'm Bo Sutton, a director on Bow River Capital's private equity team. On behalf of Bow River, I'm honored to announce the 2 finalists in the 6 to 11 age category. The first finalist is Amelia Moore, age 11. Some might think it's crazy to start a business during a pandemic, but not Amelia. With some time on her hands, Amelia took up sewing and made her dad a puppet. She quickly realized she could turn it into a stuffed animal by stitching the bottom. And with that, Mimi's Minis was born. The judges admired that Amelia truly listened to her customers and was able to build other product lines like cat toys. The second finalist is Nora McCullough, founder of Bakeology Loopy Loop Creations. At just 8 years of age, Nora was introduced to the world of business by winning the People's Choice Award at the Kids Bake Off competition at a local farmer's market. After receiving rave reviews about her granola, she decided to start selling it. Bakeology made its appearance in multiple marketplaces, including community bazaars and the YouthBiz marketplace. Congratulations, Amelia and Nora.
And now for the winner of the 6 to 11 age category, drumroll please. I am proud to announce the winner is Tuff's Ranch, owned by 8-year-old Tuff Glassman. Let's watch Tuff's first meeting with mentor Jeff Bennis, Vice President of Rifkin & Associates.
We are heading right now to the feed store where we are going to buy feed for the cows. The year that I started my business was 2015. It was free, and what inspired it was that I would only eat chicken eggs when I was a baby, so my mom bought me chickens, and then they laid more eggs than I could eat, so we started selling them. And now we have cattle, alpacas, turkeys, ducks, all eggs, have no chemicals, they're all natural. We have beef with no chemicals, grass-fed, green finished.
He amazes me in that more than anything else, at that age, you can be as pulled together as he is. For an 8-year-old to have that kind of discipline is pretty amazing.
Tuff, great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
I'm Jeff Bennis. I'm Vice President at Rifkin & Associates. We're now doing a combination of investments and philanthropic sorts of things. I'm really passionate about education. The most important to me is kids and getting them a great education and a great start in life. The Young American Center for Financial Education has been a big part of our lives. I first got involved literally just getting our kids to learn how to save money.
In 2020, I made $4,200, and 2021 in revenue, I've made $10,000. I've been a finalist for YouthBiz Stars 2 years. My dreams for my future are to be a business person and be a farmer.
Bill Daniels' legacy is one of providing opportunity for other people. He's first generation cable. He started cable. He met my father-in-law, Monty Rifkin, back in, I think it was 1958. Bill convinced him that this was an idea that was going to be once in a lifetime, and Monty went to work for Bill.
Can you please add 2 bags? What I love most about running my business is feeding people and helping with the cattle. The YouTube channel that we're working on is to teach people about farm to table. and teach people where the food comes from and the importance of farmers.
That's probably the thing I take away the most from him, is just his selflessness and his awareness of the world.
My least favorite part is taxes and paperwork.
My thing has always been hard work, hard work, hard work.
Do you know how to start like an animal rescue business?
One of my big pieces of advice is start small and then you grow, but you don't try to get out there all at once. He's the entrepreneur, he's the business owner, I'm the consultant. I can provide resources, but it's his vision and I want to take the cue from him.
Advice I would have to make your own business would be for them to ask their parents and get their parents' support, and then they could start.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Young American Center for Financial Education and YouthBiz Stars, it gives me really, all of us great pleasure to present you this check for $1,000.
My name is Tuff Glassman, and I own Tuff's Ranch. You can find my products on tuffsranch.com.
I don't know about you, but at 8 years old, my work ethic was a whole lot different than Tuff's. And how neat it is that Tuff wants to buy a new cow with his prize money. His revenue is definitely going to get a bump. Now let's meet the top entrepreneurs in the 12 to 15 age category.
Thank you, Greg. I am Jonathan Rogers, Regional President of Bank of Colorado. On behalf of Bank of Colorado, I am honored to announce the 2 finalists in the 12 to 15 age category. The first is Anna Brecken, age 14 and founder of Anna Made Design Company. For Anna, creating and designing cards did not just highlight her passion for arts and crafts, but also her special connection with her grandmother, who first introduced card making to her. The judges like the fact that Anna is constantly thinking about turning one-time consumers into repeat buyers. The second finalist is Garrett Eisenman, age 15 and founder of Denver Sneakers, LLC. Garrett has an authentic love for sneakers, particularly used sneakers. Denver Sneakers finds unique shoes that are deemed forgotten and finds a new home for them to re-shine and relive. With $50,000 in sales in less than 9 months, judges were impressed with Garrett's accomplishments, which highlight his passion for business. Congratulations, Anna and Garrett.
And now for the big moment. I'm excited to announce and congratulate the winner of the 12 to 15 age category. Simply Denver Soap Company, owned by 13-year-old Hannah Doolittle. Enjoy Hannah's first meeting with her mentor, Jim Reuter, President and CEO of First Bank.
I knew I wanted to start a business when I was very, very little. I used to try to sell my toys to my friends just to see if I could get them to buy it for the sake of it, and I loved it. And as I got older, I wanted to do something that I could carry on for the rest of my life, and so I started Simply Denver Soap Co. I started my business in September of 2019 when the all-natural soap company we used to buy soap from went out of business. I tested out many different recipes, different ideas of what I wanted my soap to be like, until I found the perfect recipe, which is good for you and the environment. I use as little paper as I possibly can. Minimalist packaging is good for my business because my soap is simple. My soap is all natural, it's handmade, it's scented with essential oils. I have peppermint, lemon olive oil, original, jasmine, lavender, and certain years in winter I have snowy pine. My favorite part about running a business is the sales aspect. I love talking to people. My first year, I sold around 500 bars of soap. My second year, it was around 1,000. This year, we're on track to sell more than last year. I employ my older sister to help me make soap because I've gotten to that point where it's a lot and it's hard to make that much soap.
Oh my gosh, Hannah's impressive. She's so confident, well-spoken. I love how she's already engaging her older sister to help her meet production goals. She has a bright future, it's clear to me. Hi Hannah.
Hi.
Jim Reuter.
Hannah Doolittle, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to First Bank. We at First Bank have been involved with Young American Center for Financial Education for a long time. Financial literacy is something we don't spend enough time on in our schools today, and yet it's such a core skill for day-to-day life. Everything they do at Young American's Financial Center is so important to us.
I was taking different business classes, like a business plan making class, a soap making class. I attended Young Ameritown and International Town, which really helped me with my financials. Then I went into YouthBiz marketplaces, and I had amazing sales there, and it was just a wonderful experience.
I always say execution eats strategy for breakfast, because those that get things done are the ones that succeed.
When COVID hit, I was very ill prepared. I had no idea what to do, so I read books, I talked to friends and family, I discussed it with local business people. It helped me learn to push on and to be ready to learn and to take advice and to try new things when it really mattered.
You're going to get connected to a big team here.
With my mentorship, I want to get into more stores. I want to be all over the country.
The first piece of advice I'd give her is to work on her online presence. That's just the reality of today's business world, and at the same time she wants to pursue in-market, which I think is very important given especially the strong affiliation in Colorado for local businesses, organic products. That will resonate, but really to scale, she'll need to be good at the digital part as well. We have a check from Young American Center for Financial Education for $2,000 to help your business grow and even become bigger. You've earned it.
My advice for any young person wanting to start a business is get out there and do it. Just try it. You have time to fail, you have time to succeed. Just do what you love, test things out, show them you will push on and persevere till the very end. I'm Hannah Doolittle, the owner and founder of Simply Denver Soap Co. You can find my soap at Tulip Gifts and Cards in Denver, or on Etsy, just search Simply Denver Soap Co., all one word. Or you can find me on Facebook, also Simply Denver Soap Co.
What a great match. I don't know who is more serious about business, Jim or Hannah. Hannah is very well suited to take full advantage of Jim's knowledge and, of course, First Bank's resources. And I can't wait to see what this year brings for Hannah and, of course, her business. Finally, let's meet the top entrepreneurs in the 16 to 21 age category.
Thank you, Greg. I am Steph Bendrick, Assistant Vice President with Empower Retirement. And on behalf of Empower Retirement, I'm honored to announce the two finalists in the age 16 to 21 category. The first is Aiden Holston, age 18, and founder of Patriot Custom Finishing. Always loving to work with his hands, Aiden worked with his grandfather and a family friend who taught him everything he needed to know about building and carpentry. Aiden then struck out on his own and launched Patriot Custom Finishing, which focuses on constructing interior barn doors and accent walls. In the midst of the pandemic, Aiden found innovative ways to keep costs low while providing quality craftsmanship. The judges praised his ability to pivot and still be profitable as lumber prices soared this past year. The second finalist is Chandler Naiman. At 21, Chandler is the founder of String Theory Clocks. For Chandler, his business started out as a hobby. Over the years, he learned to create different string art designs and use different background colors. In response to consumer demand, Chandler turned his designs into clocks. As his clocks have evolved, Chandler's craftsmanship has grown. The judges admired their superior quality, saying, "We, as a consumer base, are starting to cycle back to craftsmanship over choice." Congratulations, Aiden and Chandler.
And now it's time for the top award in the 16 to 21 age category. Winning a $5,000 cash prize is A Designs, owned by 16-year-old Andrew Kurtz. Let's watch Andrew's first meeting with his mentor, Dr. Jandel Allen Davis, President and CEO of Craig Hospital.
I've always been interested in business, and when I was younger I started a car washing business. We used to run some lemonade stands. I founded A Designs in 2019. A Designs sells personalized cards and stationery. I also sell thank you cards and greeting cards, and a really cool addition is pet cards where you can get a custom card of your pet. In 2017 I got a concussion, and then I soon after that, I got another bump to the head. I developed chronic dizziness. Going to school was hard, reading was hard. And then over the pandemic, it took another turn for the worse. Over the summer, I did a program that got me back on track, and now I'm completely functional, which is awesome. A Designs is my lifeline because it's given me something to focus on. When you spend that much time at home, you have to have something you're motivated to do, passionate about, fill that gap in my life.
He is the perfect example of what we get to see every day here at Craig. He lives and breathes the notion that barriers are just there to see how badly you want something. It's so great to meet you. Wonderful to meet you. Welcome to Craig.
Thank you.
And I have a little present for you.
Oh my gosh.
And what's really cool is the card actually says gratitude rocks.
My mission is to spread gratitude. With each purchase, I include a free thank you card and a note to the buyer encouraging them to send it to somebody they love to just bring light into people's lives and make a difference in the world one card at a time. I think our world undervalues gratitude.
What a star, what a rock star, what an amazing, amazing person. I am the CEO and president of Craig Hospital. Craig Hospital is a nationally and actually internationally recognized and renowned neurorehabilitation hospital for people who have sustained acquired or traumatic spinal cord and brain injuries. Live the spirit and the mission that we have here at Craig. We don't see barriers here. We only see possibility and potential. I am the presenting mentor for the YouthBiz program. I'm so privileged and honored to get to do this on behalf of YouthBiz and young Americans.
I first started selling at their marketplaces. That was a really good opportunity because it taught me the foundational skills to creating an Etsy page. In 2019, I sold $300. In 2020, I sold $5,000. And now so far in 2021, I've sold $10,000. On track to do between $15,000 and $20,000.
What's the coolest and most joyful or fulfilling part of how you chose to enter into entrepreneurialism?
I think I've just learned so much that there's just so many skills that I would have not thought to learn or had a reason to learn, and that's really awesome. I also really enjoy getting reviews and providing the best possible customer service.
I've already let our entire executive team know that we're going to have the opportunity to be part of a young entrepreneur's life.
I want to add listings, try to work on selling in stores, because I currently design everything and do all the work myself. I think it'd be cool to hire somebody else or work with somebody to design the card. Another goal is to work on leadership.
Look at this!
Oh my goodness.
So Andrew, on behalf of Young American Center for Financial Education and YouthBiz, we are thrilled to present you with this $5,000 check to invest in the next part of the dream of your business. Congratulations.
That is so cool.
The story is compelling at this point in America's history. We don't talk inclusion, diversity, and equity here. We talk inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility. Because we really do need to be thinking about those who are differently abled and the amazing gifts that they too can offer.
My advice for another young entrepreneur would be to just get after it. There's a great opportunity to develop skills that you'll use for the rest of your life. My name is Andrew Kurtz. I'm the founder of A Designs. You can find my products at adesignsdenver.com or A Designs Denver on Etsy.
Wow. Just wow, Jandel. With your wisdom and experience, and Andrew, with your perspective and perseverance, you two are going to be an unstoppable force guaranteed. This is a business match for the ages. Well, this year, Young Americans, as I mentioned earlier, had 44 impressive applicants, and this made the judges' job very difficult. As such, the organization decided to recognize one final entrepreneur with something called the Rising Business Award. Now, this award recognizes an up-and-coming business for growth, innovation, customer service, or success. I'd like to hand the mic over now to Tu-Hin Halder, Vice President of Finance and Business Operations with Comcast, who's going to introduce the winner of this very special award.
Thank you, Greg. Yes, you're right. There were so many impressive applicants this year. I'm honored to be here representing Comcast, which has been a long-time partner of Young Americans and many other organizations focused on digital equity and opportunities for youth across Colorado. Comcast believes that supporting the center's program, like YouthBiz, helps open new doors to opportunity for local youth. This year's Rising Business Award goes to Sophia Cooper, age 14, and founder of Tray Chic. Tray Chic not only provides aesthetically pleasing resin wooden boards for the home, but also gives Sophia the chance to express her creativity, which resonates with her customers. Judges were impressed with the combination of form and functionality and noted that both the product looked beautiful as well as very useful. The judges were also impressed that Sophia donates 7% of the profits to Save the Children Foundation. Congratulations, Sophia.
Beyond sales and customers, it is clear these entrepreneurs have gained so much through business ownership. This type of meaningful, hands-on education has been central to advancing Young American Center's mission for the last 34 years. The values the organization was founded on are more important today than they ever have been. The power of the free enterprise system, entrepreneurial spirit, ethics and integrity, and financial responsibility. With your help, Young American Center can continue to provide innovative, one-of-a-kind educational programs that put our youth on a path to self-sufficiency. If you haven't made your gift yet, please do so now. And with that, our show's over. Thank you again for joining us, and most importantly, thank you for your support.